The answer is pretty easy. It's obvious because he's a really, really, really good player. So the package is really interesting. The edge is in the potentially shows or has and the quality he showed already in Holland and with the national team as well. So it makes him a really, really interesting player, and that's why we were very interested to get him in, and I'm really happy that we could do it. So big for us, really big for him as well. So it's cool. He's obviously delighted about joining us, and yeah, everything will be good. So great day. Let me say it like this.
And when he might be available?
What I heard now. So we are obviously very early, which is good. There might be a chance for Brentford, but I think not really, to be honest, because obviously 1st of January is a bank holiday, and then all the papers which we don't have to sign, but some other people there would have to be signed on the 2nd until 12th, so lunchtime. I'm not too positive that will happen. So, but we will not rush it anyway. So, probably Wolves.
Did you have Virgil having a word with him as well, by the way?
Sorry?
Did you have Virgil having a word with Cody before he signed?
Before he technically signed, yes, but not. Virgil was involved from a specific moment on. But we didn't tell him, talk to him, because there was no reason for it. When I was allowed to speak to him, I spoke to him, and it was some of these nice moments when you are Liverpool the manager of Liverpool FC, and you realize, you think you have to convince somebody, and then you realize during the talk, oh, the door is wide open. So this is more or less a home run, and it was cool. Then, so we didn't need Virgil to convince him. But after that, obviously, Virgil is anyway likes to be involved in these kind of things, and from a specific moment on, he had his say as well. But all good.
And just going back to Gakpo, he's clearly shown talent to play in a variety of positions. At this moment in time, do you have something in mind where you think he's best utilised?
No, the position he played most often is obviously the left wing. That's clear, but he can play different positions, and. He played for Holland different positions. He played for Eindhoven different positions. So that's all fine. He can play all 4 positions up front. Whatever you play, if you play a 4-2-3-1, if you play he can play all 4 positions. If you play 4-3-3, he can play the wing. And 4-4-2, he can play the wing and striker position. So there's so many things he can play. But he's still very young. But he has was in a really good run of form, not only league but at the World Cup as well. And obviously Holland had not a striker-friendly approach at the World Cup, let me say it like this. So it was very well organized, difficult to play against, but not creating like 50 chances a game. Was not about that. And yeah, that's why he did there in a different role, where he had to defend a lot and all this kind of thing. He did really well. So, but the position he probably would say himself, which he prefers to play, is the left wing in a 4-3-3, and but that doesn't mean that he will. That for us it's clear he can play the other positions, and we know that, and that's why he was so interesting for us.
Jurgen, just to what extent was this deal influenced by the injuries to Jota and Diaz? Was that a big part of it?
No, not at all. But I would say we were interested. We decided to do something from a sports point of view without having the green light from the financial side already months ago, if you want. So 2-3 months ago. So that's why it has nothing to do with it. But in the end, that we could do it early might have been influenced. But yeah, we worked on it, and you have never a guarantee when you find an agreement or whatever, these kind of things, and that's what that's how I said now that we talk about that there might be a chance on the 2nd is pretty special, because the business only starts on the 1st, and so the 7th is for me the first real possible date, and where we can. He had an intense World Cup, had 2.5 weeks off, which means like 3-4 sessions he had in that time, which makes absolute sense that he didn't have more. So it makes sense that he has now a few sessions not only for a football reason, like how to fit in, but as well from a physical point of view. So he is well rested, I would say, and now we can start working with him, and then he should be fine for the 7th.